Introduction about the author. The author of the book, The 4-Hour Work Week, is Timothy Ferriss. He is an American author, entrepreneur, and public speaker who has achieved remarkable success in his career. Ferriss is best known for his self-help books, including The 4-Hour Work Week, The 4-Hour Body, and The 4-Hour Chef. Ferriss has been named one of Fast Company's most innovative business people, Forbes magazine's Names You Need to Know, and Fortune magazine's 40 Under 40. He has also been featured in numerous media outlets, including the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, and CNN. The 4-Hour Work Week has been a tremendous success, selling millions of copies worldwide. The book provides a blueprint for individuals to work smarter, not harder, and live life on their own terms. Ferriss encourages readers to embrace a new way of thinking and to focus on creating passive income streams that enable them to work less and enjoy life more. The 4-Hour Work Week by Timothy Ferriss is a unique self-help book that challenges the traditional notion of work and retirement. The author suggests that we can achieve financial freedom and a fulfilling lifestyle by working smarter, not harder, and by embracing the principles of outsourcing, automation, and mini retirements. The book is divided into 4 parts, each of which covers a different aspect of the 4-Hour Work Week philosophy. Part 1 explains the concept of lifestyle design and how we can create a business that works for us instead of the other way around. Ferriss argues that we should focus on creating a muse business that generates passive income and that can be managed from anywhere in the world. Part 2 explores the concept of elimination and how we can simplify our lives and work. Ferriss suggests that we should focus on the 20% of activities that generate 80% of our results and eliminate the rest. He also provides several tips for managing email, outsourcing tasks, and delegating work. Part 3 is all about automation and how we can use technology to automate repetitive tasks and streamline our work. Ferriss suggests using tools such as autoresponders, virtual assistants, and software automation to save time and increase productivity. Finally, Part 4 discusses the concept of liberation and how we can use our newfound freedom to travel, learn new skills, and pursue our passions. Ferriss provides several examples of how he has used mini retirements to travel the world, learn new languages, and engage in new hobbies. One of the most compelling examples from the book is when Ferriss shares how he outsourced his entire life for a week. He hired virtual assistants to manage his emails, book his travel, and even to do his grocery shopping. This experiment demonstrated how outsourcing can free up time and allow us to focus on more important activities, such as spending time with loved ones or pursuing our passions. The book, The 4-Hour Work Week, is divided into 4 parts, with a total of 16 chapters. Part 1, D is for definition. Chapter 1, Cautions and Comparisons, How to Burn $1 Million a Night. Chapter 2, Rules That Change the Rules, Everything popular is wrong. Chapter 3. Dodging bullets, fear setting, and escaping paralysis. Chapter 4. System reset, being unreasonable and unambiguous. Art 2. E is for elimination. Chapter 5. The end of time management, illusions and Italians. Chapter 6. The low information diet, cultivating selective ignorance. Chapter 7. Interrupting interruption and the art of refusal. Part 3. A is for automation. Chapter 8. Outsourcing life, offloading the rest, and a taste of arbitrage. Chapter 9. Income autopilot. I. Finding the muse. Muse meaning to think carefully. Chapter 10. Income autopilot. 2. Testing the muse. Muse meaning to think carefully. Part 4. Alice. For liberation. Chapter 11. Beyond repair. Killing your job. Chapter 12. Mini retirements. Embracing the mobile lifestyle. Chapter 13. Filling the void, adding life after subtracting work. Chapter 14. The top 13 new rich mistakes. The book, The 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, has 4 main sections with a total of 16 chapters. Here is a brief overview of each section and chapter with suitable examples. Section 1. D is for definition. Chapter 1. Cautions and comparisons. In this chapter, the author discusses the difference between being effective and being efficient. He explains how to focus on being effective by doing the right things instead of being efficient by doing things right. Chapter 2. The Low Information Diet. This chapter encourages the reader to limit their consumption of news and media to avoid information overload. The author suggests checking the news only once a week and using that time to focus on more important things. Chapter 3. Interrupting interruption and the art of refusal. In this chapter, the author teaches the reader how to say no to interruptions and distractions that can waste time. He suggests ways to politely decline requests for meetings and other distractions that do not align with your priorities. Section 2. E is for elimination. Chapter 4. The end of time management. This chapter argues that time management is not the solution to being productive. Instead, the author encourages the reader to focus on doing fewer things but doing them well. Chapter 5. The Low Information Diet, Cultivating Selective Ignorance. Building upon Chapter 2, the author explains how to become more selective in what you pay attention to. He encourages the reader to selectively ignore tasks that do not align with their priorities. Chapter 6. Outsourcing Life. In this chapter, the author introduces the concept of outsourcing tasks to virtual assistants or contractors. He explains how outsourcing can help free up time and reduce workload. Chapter 7. Offloading the rest. This chapter discusses how to offload tasks that are not necessary to you or your business. The author provides examples of how to delegate tasks to others and focus on high-priority items. Section 3. A is for automation. Chapter 8. Income autopilot. I. Finding the muse. In this chapter, the author discusses how to find a profitable business idea that can run on autopilot. He encourages the reader to think creatively about passive income streams. Chapter 9. Income autopilot. 2. Testing the muse. This chapter discusses how to test and validate a business idea before investing time and money into it. The author suggests using Google AdWords and other methods to test a business idea. Chapter 10 MBA Management by Absence. In this chapter, the author introduces the concept of managing a business remotely. He provides tips for setting up a virtual office and delegating tasks to employees or contractors. Section 4 L is for Liberation. Chapter 11 Disappearing Act. How to escape the office. This chapter discusses how to work remotely and travel while still running a business. The author provides tips on how to communicate effectively with clients and colleagues while working from different locations. Chapter 12 Beyond Repair, Killing Your Job. In this chapter, the author encourages the reader to think about whether their current job is serving them well. He provides tips on how to quit your job and start a business. Chapter 13 Mini Retirements, Embracing the Mobile Lifestyle. This chapter discusses the concept of taking mini retirements throughout your life. The author encourages the reader to take extended breaks from work to travel and experience life. Chapter 14 Filling the Void. In this chapter, the author discusses how to fill your time after achieving the goal of working only 4 hours a week. He encourages the reader to continue learning and pursuing hobbies and interests. Now tells study about the book in deeper. Here are the core principles from each chapter of The 4-Hour Work Week by Timothy Ferriss, along with suitable examples. Chapter 1 Definition. In this chapter, Ferriss defines the new rich lifestyle, which is all about creating freedom and mobility through financial independence and smart time management. The core principle is to focus on creating and maximizing opportunities to work smarter instead of harder. An example of this is when Ferriss talks about outsourcing work to virtual assistants in India, which allowed him to automate and delegate repetitive tasks, so he could focus on high-value activities. Chapter 2 Elimination. This chapter focuses on the principle of eliminating unnecessary work and activities that do not contribute to one's goals or quality of life. The core principle is to focus on being productive instead of just being busy. An example of this is when Ferriss talks about his experience of reducing his email checking frequency from every 5 minutes to just twice a day, which helped him save time and be more productive. Chapter 3 Automation. In this chapter, Ferriss talks about how to automate income generation and minimize the amount of time spent on income maintenance. The core principle is to leverage technology and systems to increase productivity and efficiency. An example of this is when Ferriss talks about setting up an online business that could generate income without his direct involvement, which allowed him to travel the world while still earning money. Fear setting and escaping paralysis. This chapter focuses on overcoming fear and taking action in the face of uncertainty. Ferriss introduces the concept of fear setting, which involves identifying and preparing for the worst-case scenarios in any situation. He uses the example of his own decision to leave his corporate job and start his own business, and how he used fear setting to overcome his fears and take the leap. Chapter 4, Liberation. This chapter focuses on the principle of designing and creating one's ideal lifestyle, rather than being limited by societal norms and expectations. The core principle is to focus on creating a lifestyle that aligns with one's values and priorities. An example of this is when Ferris talks about how he designed his ideal lifestyle, which included traveling to exotic locations, learning new languages, and pursuing his passions while still earning an income. Chapter 5, Filling the Void. This chapter is about the importance of finding meaningful and fulfilling activities to replace the void left by eliminating unnecessary work and activities. The core principle is to focus on finding hobbies, passions, and interests that bring joy and fulfillment. An example of this is when Ferris talks about how he discovered his love for tango dancing and how it brought him joy and fulfillment, which he then incorporated into his ideal lifestyle. The core principles of the book, The 4-Hour Work Week, can be summarized as follows: eliminating inefficiencies. The book emphasizes the need to eliminate inefficiencies from our lives, such as unproductive tasks, unnecessary meetings, and distractions. For example, the author suggests outsourcing tasks that do not require your specific skills or expertise. Focus on high-impact activities. The book advocates focusing on high-impact activities that produce the most results. For instance, instead of spending a lot of time on social media, the author suggests spending more time on activities that can generate more income or enhance personal growth. Automating processes. The book stresses the importance of automating repetitive tasks and processes to save time and reduce workload. For instance, using automation tools for email marketing or customer service can reduce the time spent on these tasks. Liberation from location. The book suggests that we can work from anywhere in the world and still be productive. For example, the author describes how he was able to run his business while traveling around the world. Designing your ideal lifestyle. The book encourages readers to design their ideal lifestyle and create a plan to achieve it. For instance, the author suggests setting specific goals and creating a plan to achieve them within a set time frame. Focusing point of the author in this book. The author of the book, The 4-Hour Work Week, focuses on several main points throughout the book. Lifestyle design. The author emphasizes the importance of designing your ideal lifestyle and creating a business or career that fits within that lifestyle. For example, if you want to travel the world, you can design a business that allows you to work remotely. Eliminating time-wasting activities. The author suggests focusing on high-value activities that bring the most benefit to your business or personal life, while outsourcing or eliminating low-value tasks that waste time. For example, instead of spending hours each day checking email, you can use software or hire a virtual assistant to manage your inbox. Automation. The author advocates for automating as many aspects of your business or personal life as possible to free up time and reduce stress. For example, setting up automated systems for billing and payments can save time and prevent errors. Outsourcing. The author suggests outsourcing non-essential tasks to virtual assistants or contractors to free up time and allow you to focus on higher value activities. For example, hiring a virtual assistant to manage your calendar and schedule appointments can save you time and allow you to focus on more important tasks. Prioritization. The author emphasizes the importance of prioritizing tasks and focusing on the most important activities that will bring the most benefit. For example, instead of trying to tackle multiple tasks at once, focus on completing the most important task first before moving on to others. Continuous learning. The author encourages continuous learning and personal development to improve skills and stay ahead of the competition. For example, taking courses or attending conferences can help you learn new skills and stay current in your industry. Now, we are focusing about the micro point of this book. The micro points and core lessons from the book, The 4-Hour Work Week, can be summarized as follows. Focus on productivity, not just activity. The author emphasizes the importance of focusing on tasks that yield the most results and being productive rather than simply being busy. For example, rather than spending hours responding to emails, prioritize tasks that generate income or produce significant outcomes. Automate your income streams. The book stresses the importance of creating passive income streams that can generate income without the need for constant supervision or effort. An example of this is creating an online course or ebook that can be sold repeatedly. Design your ideal lifestyle and work towards it. The author advocates for designing a lifestyle that aligns with one's personal goals and aspirations and working towards achieving it. For instance, if one dreams of traveling the world, it is possible to create a location-independent business that allows them to work remotely. Eliminate time-wasting activities. The book emphasizes the need to identify and eliminate time-wasting activities that do not contribute to personal or professional growth. Examples of time-wasting activities include excessive social media use or spending too much time on non-productive tasks. Outsource non-essential tasks. The author encourages outsourcing non-essential tasks to free up time and focus on more important tasks. For instance, hiring a virtual assistant to handle administrative tasks or a freelance writer to create content. Points to remember: prioritize, identify the most important tasks and focus on them first. Don't get bogged down by minor tasks that are not critical to your goals. Eliminate distractions. Distractions can take up a lot of time and prevent you from being productive. Identify your distractions and find ways to eliminate or minimize them. Learn to say no. It's important to learn to say no to tasks or commitments that don't align with your priorities. Saying no can help you free up time for more important tasks. Focus on outcomes, not inputs. Instead of focusing on the number of hours worked, focus on achieving the desired outcomes. This can help you work more efficiently and effectively. Embrace automation. Look for ways to automate tasks and processes that can be done more efficiently by technology. This can help you save time and be more productive. Take breaks. Taking regular breaks can help you avoid burnout and maintain productivity over the long term. Continuously improve. Continuously look for ways to improve your processes and workflows to maximize efficiency and productivity. In conclusion, the 4-Hour Work Week is a revolutionary book that challenges traditional notions of work and success. Author Tim Ferriss presents a refreshing perspective on how we should approach our careers and personal lives. The book teaches us that by focusing on efficiency, automation, and outsourcing, we can create more time for the things we truly enjoy. Throughout the book, Ferris emphasizes the importance of taking control of our time and priorities. He encourages us to step out of our comfort zones and to experiment with new ideas and approaches. The book provides practical advice on how to eliminate unnecessary work and optimize productivity. The key lessons from the book include the value of setting goals, creating systems, outsourcing, and automating tasks. Ferris encourages us to focus on our strengths and delegate tasks that are not within our core competencies. He also emphasizes the importance of taking calculated risks and testing new ideas. Overall, the 4-Hour Work Week is an excellent resource for anyone who wants to create more time for themselves and pursue their passions. The book challenges us to think differently about work and success and provides practical strategies for achieving our goals. By implementing the principles outlined in the book, we can create a more fulfilling and enjoyable life.
Hey guys, welcome to the book summary, the modern books. Today we will know about a magnificent book which gives them various topic knowledge and enhance your ability of thinking and creative thinking.